despite what most people said on Monday's Live, I'm doing it anyway. I'm going in, making a calculated risk, and I am going to use the eBay offsite ads promotion, 50% off of $200 or up to $200 between now and the end of March, which is literally 2 weeks away. And what happened was at the end of the live, it was organic, really. I was going to do this anyway. I was going to show you guys the campaign, and I was going to go ahead and set up a campaign and run a campaign as a trial just to see for myself how the results look on the main store. And I went ahead and did it. Someone had reminded me to even think about it because they asked me something about offsite ads near the end of the show. And after I answered their question, I went in and said, by the way, I'm going to do this. And most of the audience thought I was nuts. John, have you lost your mind? Even my wife thought I was nuts. I guess sometimes I wake up in the morning and wonder if I'm nuts. But it was a calculated thing. Now, I did launch the campaign live, but I also went in and ended it because, it's like, second guessing yourself. After I ended the live, I started thinking back, like, look, I've been thinking about doing this for at least the last couple weeks. And we're getting closer to the end of March. Take advantage of the program because if you don't try it, you never know. Here I am in 2025, the last 2 weeks of March, and I'm like, let's see what this looks like on the main store. Now, you got to consider this. When you're promoting on eBay, yes, you do get a little bit of exposure off-site. eBay will push some ads over to Google Shopping, for instance, but not nearly as often as they used to. Now they are encouraging anyone who wants that kind of exposure to pay for it, or in this case, in my case, help pay for it. But maybe there's something to it. If you consider there's a lot of buyers that have left and continue to leave the platform. That's why eBay is making, ends meet by promoting the hell, or charging us promoted listing fees and offsite ad fees and advanced fees and all this. And for the most part, it's working for them. But there's something to it. There's got to be something to it. Now, if you think that there's people who won't do business with eBay, or like Gen Z, the younger generation, who aren't even thinking about eBay. I mean, ask around. Ask the younger kids, and I call them kids because I'm 51 years old, and I look at them as kids. These kids that are in their 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s. Where would you buy? Where's your go-to place to buy online? And I'm willing to bet the majority will not say eBay. And I would say a good chunk of those would maybe search for that item on Google. And if they see my item, despite it being an eBay link, they might be willing to click on it. And then they see that I have a good price. The product looks good to them. And they may just be willing to set up a guest account and buy it. And that's kind of what people are banking on if they use offsite ads. Now, you have to have decent product. That secondary store may not be the right fit for offsite ads. Maybe the main store where I have my average ASP is around $70 to $75. That might be the fit. And the thing is, I'll never know if I don't try. Now, of course, I have this channel. I think that what kind of pushes me over the top is the fact that I have these interested viewers that want to know how it will affect my account. So while they don't want to see me flop on my face, so some of you guys that are watching want to see me fall flat on my face, but others don't, yet they are still curious as to how would this affect someone's store like John's. And maybe it won't. There's three things that's going to happen here. Because I'm doing $10 a day. I went back in after the live and set it up for $10 a day. And then the last week, because I'm going to be probably gone for most of it, I'm going to set it for like $20 a day. Again, eBay's covering half of that. I have it calculated where I won't go over $200 out of my pocket. So we'll see. But three things can happen here. Either it just bombs, it kills the sales in my store, don't get any sales off-site, and by virtue of having it, I've hurt the momentum that I already had, which is my biggest fear. The second thing that could happen is absolutely nothing. The sales remain the same level of sales that I've had before I started the campaign. Or three, I notice an increase in sales. Right now, I can show you here, just to give you some information. I have, let me get this so you can see. I have pretty decent sales. I had back on Tuesday, $988, Wednesday the 12th, $498, Thursday the 13th, $307, Friday the 14th, $275, Saturday, this last Saturday, $973, Sunday, $639, yesterday, $487, that's Monday. And then as of right now, recording this about 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, we are at $244 in sales. So that's on par. So far, I have not experienced any loss in sales as for having this campaign running. So we're going to see. And yeah, I could be foolish, I guess. But think of it in terms of Michael Jordan. He wouldn't be considered the greatest if he took half of the shots that he took during his career. He would be a pretty darn good basketball player. He'd be considered that, but definitely not the greatest. And he certainly wouldn't be considered better than LeBron or Kobe. Now, look, I don't want to have this debate. Jordan is the GOAT. If you are as old as I am and had the privilege to watch him play like every day, you would understand and agree with what I'm talking about. There's no question about it. Jordan is the GOAT. But now, putting that aside, it's the same concept when you're running a business. I think sometimes you have to take calculated risks. And I think some of the mistakes that we make when we're running a business is passing on the mistakes or the risks that we think initially could be a mistake, but we're too afraid of making mistakes. The biggest mistake in business I think you can make is, of course, repeating mistakes. But if you've never made an attempt to see what the effects would be, in this case, me making this kind of a decision on the main store to see how it would affect my fairly good items that are already doing well on eBay, then I will never know. I will only be able to draw off of an experience using offsite ads from a different situation. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I guess we'll find out as we get closer to the end of the month. And like I said, I'm going to double up. The last week of this month, I'm going to have it, instead of $10 a day, $20 a day, because I'm not going to be here. Yeah, I'm going to have listings scheduled to run while I'm not here. But I don't know. I just think kind of eBay does throttle you a little bit through geolocation. Here goes my tinfoil hat time, guys. Through geolocation, they see that you're not at your home base. They see you're not there. They may think that because you're not there, the buyer experience may be negatively affected, and they kind of throttle you down in placement. That's, of course, it may not be true, but you think about these things sometimes when you experience, like for instance, went to California, had a 0 sales day, followed by a $1,000 day. Weird. I don't know. It's crazy. It may not have anything to do with geolocation at all, but the thought crosses your mind. Now, I'm going to double up because I want to take full advantage of the budget that eBay is willing to cover, up to half, up to $200. And we're going to see. I'll let you guys know the results, and you guys may think I'm crazy. I know that some of you already do. But comment down below what you guys think and what you think might happen. I'm curious to know what you guys think will happen. There's one of three outcomes. Either my sales are going to tank, nothing is going to happen, I'll see the same level of sales, or I will see an increase in sales. So 1, 2, or 3, put your thoughts down below. So guys, this is just one of maybe 2 videos for the day. I haven't decided, but I'm going to give you more content. If you guys watch the live on Monday, you'll understand where I'm coming from. I won't rehash that. If you want to go check it out, go check out that replay of the live. But figuring out if any of these things, offsite ads, promoted, advanced, which I made videos about, a video about promoted advanced. I don't recommend it for most resellers. And of course, promoted standard. If that's right for your business, well, that's yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day, and we will talk to you here very soon.
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Zero takedowns, they're a pain, what can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that is within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game.